Hey everybody, welcome back. What level of enthusiastic should we be?
I don't know.
Probably.
Who cares?
Hi everyone.
Hey goosies.
Hey, what's up, bumps heads? Welcome back to the Goosebumps Gang.
We call them bumpers.
I was gonna
Bumpers,
say bumpers.
goosies. I kind of like goosies.
Goosies or bumpers.
What's up?
Bumpers are the
Gang.
people who donate at least $1 on our Patreon, and goosies are the $10 donors.
What's up, Bump
I feel
Nation?
like the fan base, whatever that ends up being, should figure out what the nickname is.
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
assuming that there's
Yeah,
going
we're
to be
famous.
a fan base.
I've already bought a private jet. This better cover it.
Oh fuck!
I've already made a lot of offshore investments.
I'm trying to get out of debt with this podcast. So.
This is gonna be your saving grace.
Yeah.
Here. All right. Well, as always, the Goosebumps Gang is myself, Cole.
It is also myself, Scott.
Do you really have to think about your name?
Yes.
Kai.
And also myself, Lukas.
America's best friend.
America's
America's
most
sweetheart.
wanted.
America's most wanted, Lukas Levin. Oh boy, today we've got a doozy of an episode.
Oh yeah, this one was good.
It's our first one-part episode.
True.
Which is nice. It's good to just have a full narrative to
It
talk
just kind
about.
of ended though. I thought
Yeah,
something was gonna happen.
You
I got
thought
confused.
you didn't know it was.
Thought
I
there
looked at my
Stinger.
phone for 30 seconds and then I looked back up and it's the end. I was like, what the
There's-
fuck?
You
Well-
legitimately asked if there was a second part.
You kids these days, always on your damn phone.
No, I paid attention, but I thought the episode was kind of boring.
It was a little lackluster.
Really?
It was a little.
I
there was some
I
good
liked
moments,
it.
but it was a little. It was not as. There wasn't as many iconic moments as the Haunted Mask.
That's true.
yeah.
I'm watching it for the scares and this
Which,
movie didn't scare me.
Ever since we watched the Haunted Mask, I have seen so many references to it online. Like even like I've heard people go like, "Don't be a scaredy cat, Carly Beth," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What the?" Literally,
Where the fuck are you going?
I don't
online?
know. I think I don't
On the
know.
dark circles of the internet.
It's so
that
weird.
Lucas-
I know that
don't
sounds fake.
believe
I know
that.
this is
That's so-
Kai's saying it's not real, but it's 100% real. I swear to God, I've heard like 3 references to the Haunted Mask
Like-
in like the past few days.
Yeah, I think the premiere of both parts of that was like somewhat recently. It was like the end of October. I want to say it
Gotcha.
was like October 28th or something.
maybe.
So
Yeah, it's
people
possible.
might have been like, "Oh, this came out."
Yeah, people
On
might be
this
also
date.
watching the Goosebumps thing now. It's on Netflix and
That's
everything.
true. Now that we're doing a podcast,
Yeah, now
about
they
it-
heard us do it, even though we haven't released an episode by the time we're recording this episode.
Yes.
I'm shaking my head with everyone back home.
Ugh, SMH.
SMH. Fuck. SMH.
OMG.
All right. So what is
With the episode we watched today was the Cuckoo Clock of Cock.
I think the last word was of doom, but yes, yeah.
And
The clock of doom.
The cuckoo cock of cuck.
yeah,
Clock of fuck.
I mean that works as well.
Yeah.
Which stars a 12-year-old Anthony. We know that because he brings up his age a lot.
Is his
It's
name
Michael.
Anthony?
First of all, it's Michael.
Anthony's in it, but that's not.
I was gonna say, Kai, do you want to start off this recap?
No, dog.
You might need help.
I shouldn't have started it off.
So the Cuckoo Clock of Doom, we're following our good friend Anthony at a ripe 12 years old. I don't
Michael,
I shouldn't have
Michael.
said that. Oh fuck, Michael. All right,
name
I shouldn't
is
even
Michael.
do this either.
His
Scott,
name
you
is
go.
Scott.
Scott. Your chance now. We each get one chance.
Oh,
Remember,
God.
his name is Michael.
All right. So we follow Michael
Yes.
Yes. All right. We're already off to a good start.
Scott's
as
got it.
he's hooping, he's playing ball.
Oh right.
down
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get too detailed with this. I guess I should probably just stick with like general outline of what happens.
Yeah.
So basically, he gets big pranked by his little sister.
Oh. Dude.
was kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
And
Well, she sets up a whole trap. Wow, did you hear that genuine stuff?
well, anyway, he has this younger sister that he's annoyed with because she bullies him. Pretty much.
It's going to become a running theme. I think the prankster younger sibling.
Yeah, that was the same. Yeah,
And,
Tommy was it? I don't know. Was
Noah,
I just
yeah.
picked
I don't
Tommy because
know.
that's just an annoying name.
Probably Tommy.
And their parents never take the side of Michael. They always give his sister Tara the benefit of the doubt and just kind of like are ignorant to the fact that she's even capable of
Such horrors.
Yeah, doing all this trickery on him.
All
And
this here trickery.
He's frustrated that she gets away with everything, and then he ends up getting the blame for the pranks that she does. So that's all to say, their dad comes home with a magical cuckoo clock from an antique store.
I mean, when his dad brings it home, his dad's like, "I got a new cuckoo clock," and everyone's in agreement that it's the ugliest fucking thing.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
like, why would you buy that?
And he's like, "Cause Anthony said," and this is Anthony. Anthony said it's magic, and everyone's
yeah.
like, "All right."
Anthony from the antique shop.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So we should mention this is 3 days after his 12th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
And
should.
we have a nice.
Yeah.
We have a
That
nice
3-day
flashback.
info, like the. Well, I guess yeah.
Yeah, because basically, what like as Scott was mentioning in the beginning, he's hooping and balling, he's doing all that stuff, and he comes across, he hears some rustling in the woods. We get some cool POV shots of like some beast that's hiding in the woods, and as he's hooping and balling, he sees a puddle of like straight up blood. And let me clarify, it looks like blood. Like we were all like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
This
he
is on a
goes
children's
straight
show?
to putting the 2 fingers in it.
Yeah,
To
and-
like.
Like
I thought he was gonna taste it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, don't do
He
this,
sniffs
Michael.
it.
And so we see the blood, and then he's like, what the fuck's happening? And then his sister jumps out of the woods, so that was the beast that was in the woods, and starts with a ketchup bottle, so that we know it's ketchup, starts squirting ketchup on him.
It's
but
ketchup that looks a lot like blood.
But they were like, okay, we have to justify how we have this blood that looks so bloody, so we'll just say it's ketchup, but it just happens to look like a ton of syrup.
Yeah, it happens to look like red corn syrup.
Yeah. And so she gets covered in blood, and he grabs the bottle from her, and he starts spraying it on the door as his sister runs inside the house, and then his mom comes out and is like, "You're such an annoying little
Yeah.
baby bitch." And
Yeah,
he's
so
like,
this is what Scott was talking
Yeah,
about.
and then
with,
we get the whole-
They always side with her.
and then he's like, she always gets away with stuff, and then Tara's like, "That's right, just like at your 12th birthday party." And then we get the flash.
Flash.
There's a dramatic-
Vietnam flashback.
Yeah,
Yes.
he stares off into the distance.
It's so funny because he's just standing outside, like, staring at the ground. And the screen sort of starts to ripple, and we're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, are we
bad
going back?
happened.
Are we going back?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go back to his 12th birthday party. It's 3 days before, which matters for some reason.
Yeah, it's like they could have done it on the same day.
It literally could have been like a day later.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Why it's 3 days, not
It's biblical.
clear. That's true, it might be.
I actually don't.
Lots of biblical references in
In
this,
this one,
He was
specifically.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He was Jesus in 3 days. That's why, because this was his resurrection.
Oh,
right?
that's why he was crucified at the end of the
That
day.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh.
That makes a lot more sense.
Let's
And then he
cut
crowned
it.
the
Never mind.
thorns
This is dumb.
But
Thanks for tuning.
At his 12th birthday
Yes.
party, Tara also pranks the shit out of him.
Well-
And we should say this isn't even a prank. She just fucking trips
well, no,
him.
hold on. We can't get to that first because he's
Okay.
opening up a birthday gift first
Oh,
from
that's
the
right,
girl
that's
he
right.
has a crush on, and it's a CD. And he opens it. You see him a little disappointed, but he still goes, "Oh, thank you,
Gee, thanks.
Tana, whatever." I don't remember.
Tana, Tara,
and
Tana.
Yeah.
Tara's
And then
his
her
sister.
sister goes, "He doesn't like it. He threw it out and said it was lame because apparently he had
I
like
guess-
another copy of that
yeah.
CD." And then she's like, "He only said he liked it because he loves you because he has a crush on this girl." And
Yeah.
Presumably.
It seems like that the feeling is
that's
mutual.
the subtext.
It's because
Maybe, yeah.
she's all like fiddling with her hair. And she's
Oh,
like,
she plays with her hair the
And she-
entire time
that's
the
true,
camera's
the
on
camera-
her.
yeah, but
There's
she's-
not
yeah.
a single moment where the camera's on this girl where she's not playing with her.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe she just has anxiety.
Maybe she
I
says,
put
you know
her
what?
hair,
I recant my original statement. We don't know if the feeling's mutual.
Yeah.
It could be unrequited love.
That's true.
There we go.
It's true. It could be a symbol of love.
Either way, he feels humiliated by what his sister just said, and he leaves the room.
Yeah, and he comes back.
Because his mom's like, hey,
I was trying.
I'm thinking. I was like,
I
did we all
started
sing
I was gonna say,
joke?
yeah, I was gonna say he comes back with a gun. No, but
no!
we're not gonna make that joke.
I
this
said
episode.
no more joking about that, and I was the one who said it.
And then yeah, well, I set you up for it, so
Anyway.
that's my fucking fault.
Anyway, his mom, who, isn't in the room at all during his birthday party, which...
His parents kind of suck.
They're not there all the time. And she's like, hey, can you come bring the cake out to your guests? She's like, I'm too busy picking up candles, even though she couldn't just put the cake down the counter, grab candles. Anyway, it's a whole setup. He grabs the cake from his mom. He walks back into the living room with all his friends. And Tara's lying stomach on the prone position. Let's say prone.
Yes,
lying
exactly.
prone on the floor and grabs his ankle and is able to trip him. And like Tara's like 5 or 6.
Oh, she's like a child.
She's very young.
She's under 6 for certain.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he trips him fully, and he falls face first into the cake, where everybody fucking just laughs at his ass.
That's the
Yeah.
like what
and
a
pointing and laughing.
what a horrible group of friends.
Yeah.
A terrible sister.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, yeah, let's make them fucking waste this entire
And I could
cake,
only
and then
imagine-
we'll laugh at them.
The thing is that really pissed me off about the parents is I could only imagine them walking in and be like, Michael, you just wasted a whole fucking cake!
Yes, of course they would blame it on
And
him.
your dad
Yeah, like-
pulls out the switch. And,
No!
The Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
this is no
And they
longer your
play-
birthday gift, and he breaks it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And then he beats him.
yeah.
Oh,
So then it cuts to... Then it cuts to the dad
That's
coming
end
home.
of flashback.
Yeah, then it cuts to the dad coming home with the
Cuckoo Clock.
Cuckoo Clock. Woo! The main character.
Cock of Doom.
The Cock of Doom.
Klux Clock of Doom.
Fuck.
no,
That's what this
we
really
can't.
means.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a little fucked.
Yeah.
All right. So the dad brings the cuckoo clock home, and
Indeed.
the whole family's just clowning on how ugly this cuckoo clock
Yes.
is.
Which I also love that like the mom had no say in this purchase.
I think he has an antiques addiction.
He must. Yeah, because we learn later in the episode that Anthony's antiques, they're pricey.
Yeah.
He charges
He's
an
been
arm and
going
a
there
leg.
for 12
He
years.
charges an arm and a leg.
Yeah, and this dad just comes home with this massive clock. So it's like, did he spend a bunch? I know what I said. did he spend like a bunch of money without consulting his wife first? 'Cause
Yeah.
this is like new to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then...
What a great guy.
Yeah, so then they're all like, okay, now we have an ugly-ass clock. Thanks, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And it cuts to, like, Michael later at night, and they're like, he's going up to his room for bed,
Mm-hmm.
and he hears his dad yell at Tara going, if I see you touching this clock one more time, you're going to be in big trouble, Tara.
Swear I'll beat your ass.
I'll beat your ass, Tara. God damn it.
And then he went to the bar.
He
might
went to go
as well,
get cigarettes. But so then Michael goes, oh, yes. Implying that
An
he can...
idea for us.
Yeah, implying that he can then get her in trouble somehow.
Yes.
So he goes to bed, just before 12 a.m. strikes. He gets out of bed, comes down, opens up the little cuckoo clock thing, so the little bird comes out, says cuckoo, and he...
Well, it hits midnight. so
it
the bird
hits
comes
midnight,
out.
it comes out, right? My
The
bad.
cuckoo clumps out.
This fucking tongue twister of an episode. And this part was like, what the fuck? He literally like grabs the little bird and snaps its neck backwards. And it's not like a like it's a fake bird, but when
Yeah.
he does it, it like makes a cracking
It's like-
noise. Yeah, and it like he snaps and he
whoa.
like literally like does it like really quick, like he flicks its neck backwards.
It's like it's not his first time breaking.
Yes.
That is exactly
like,
what it is.
I think I know what I'm doing.
This is the origin story of Mike Tyson.
He has like a full plan of what he's gonna do here.
Yep.
He's not like, well, I'll maybe break it. He's like, I'm gonna twist its neck back.
fucking
He's like,
snap
that
its
fucking
neck.
bird. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna break. And then I think he like leaves and he says,
And he
"Try
just-
explaining that, Tara." or
Yeah,
something
he's
like that.
Fuck you, Tara.
Yeah.
And he just goes back to bed.
Yep.
But then he wakes up.
Oh, but no, wait.
And-
We have that little dream sequence.
Right.
Green
that's
screen.
The bizarre fucking green screen dream.
Oh my god.
Green screen dream.
Green screen dream.
The Cuckoo Clock of Doom with the green
Screen
screen dream of gloom.
But essentially, like, what happens is like, you have this weird hallway that's, like, kind of twisting and turning. Like, he's in a
Hallway just
dream.
keeps getting longer.
Keeps getting longer, and he's running in place very obviously because I guess they couldn't get, like, a treadmill or something for him to walk
No,
on.
he was moving.
I
No.
don't think so.
He's moving backwards.
And then you can see him kind of look over his shoulder, all scared, like, oh, like something's chasing him.
And,
And
it's the entire clock.
It's
It's
the
just
whole
moving.
ass clock. It's the whole fucking clock. The clock is moving down the hallway, following him.
whoa.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. This is for snapping my neck.
So he wakes up in a cold sweat from this
Yeah.
dream. And guess where we are?
3 days later, on the morning of his 12th birthday.
3 days earlier. But yes.
Shit. My bad, guys.
Yeah, it
But
goes
yeah,
back in time
that's
3
what I
days.
missed.
We're back on his 12th birthday.
Yeah, except this time it's
It's the morning.
someone's a little different.
Yeah.
Someone's a little funky.
We have the we get the classic like character doesn't understand he's traveled back in time yet.
Oh, that's
so he's
so
like,
original.
"Come on, guys, quit pranking me.
Quit goofing on me.
Quit goofing on
And
me."
like we already know that his parents fully hate him, so I mean it's totally possible that they would be
that they
goofing
would
on
be
him.
in on the prank.
Yeah.
Who do you think taught Tara how to prank?
Yeah, definitely his mom and his dad.
Dude,
Yeah.
ours parents prank v prank Jesse and whatever.
Oh my god. His parents have a prank YouTube channel.
That's
they
the whole
prank each
idea,
other.
yeah. But he's like, guys, come on, stop joking. And his mom's like, can you just figure out what you want for breakfast? I have to go pick up your fucking cake. And that's literally kind of how it happens.
Yeah. His mom is like, "We love Tara more."
Yeah, this literally she's like, we have to pick up your cake, and your friends are gonna be here. Just eat something. Yeah, I can't. What
His parents are so hard on him.
Yeah.
But he figures out that, like, okay, I'm back. I know what I said. He's like, I'm 3 days earlier.
Yeah.
It's back on my 12th birthday. But he doesn't do anything different this
No,
time.
yeah.
He does everything the
He
exact
has
same.
every opportunity.
This
to
motherfucker
change
has learned
course.
nothing.
Yeah.
He takes no chances to fix his entire. But the
Yeah.
thing is I think they kind of try to fuck with that because
He kind of does.
Things are, like, a little bit different.
which they don't explain because there's
Right.
no like butterfly effect, but like there is, but there isn't. So I don't get it. But we have the whole thing play out with the DVD again, or CD I should say DVD.
DVD.
I haven't invented yet.
I was
This
like,
is
what DVD?
still on VHS.
the Betamax.
He gets a laser disc for his birthday. He's like, taxi driver on laser disc. Hey.
but yeah, essentially, he drops it. His mom's like, come get the cake again. And so then he goes outside and grabs the cake. And then this time, Tara's waiting for him right outside the door to
In a
the
different place.
Yeah, a different place. Still lying prone.
Yes.
And he ends up still falling in the exact same position he was when Tara tripped him the first time. But this time,
It's like, wouldn't
you
you
just came
have
in a
it
different door.
Yeah, wouldn't you have at least like looked down though? Like thought about
He was like,
maybe
different door, different timeline, no prank today.
yeah, I feel like that was the whole thing, though. They're trying to be like, oh, he doesn't. It's different now because if he, he would know
Yeah.
that he shouldn't be there. But
That seems a little convoluted.
I think,
like just have it happen the same way.
Yeah.
Or have him try to change something.
No.
Yeah, so he spills the cake on his face. He falls this time on his back, and then the cake spills on his face. He's like
Oh, that's
holding it
right.
up, which is like, oh, it's different now.
Oh,
I think the idea with the whole birthday thing going back 3 days is because they were like, we need a key moment that we can show he went back in time.
Yeah, and I guess then he went back 3 days, and then he goes back like.
And then,
yeah, I guess.
he goes to bed that night, and then he wakes up, and it's 6 years in the past now.
He's
Yes.
6-year-old.
The
Yeah.
morning of his sixth
But-
birthday. No,
Yeah.
the day before his sixth
It's the morning of
birthday?
his
No,
think
it's
it's
the morning
I
of
don't
his 6th
remember.
birthday because it's
No,
12 a.m.
it's the midnight, yeah, and he wakes up screaming.
And
Yeah.
there's a really cool gag where his mom comes in and she's like, "Oh, are you okay? What are you screaming about, Mikey? Calm down. It's like the middle of the night. uh-oh, it's your birthday. It's your 6th birthday.
And then it does that whole thing where it's like in Back to the Future where his mom's like, you're fine now, back in 1963. And then he cuts back to him and he's like, 6th birthday! Yeah. And he gets up from bed and runs to the mirror and he's all young and shit.
This young oh my god, this young actor, he's fantastic. By the way. He's so good. I mean that genuinely. He's like actually really good.
He had like a good reaction and he got up and said he was pretty good.
He does the Home Alone bit with it. He's like,
ah! Yeah, he looks in the mirror and does the whole Home Alone bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we came to a grinding halt. I'm glad we agree
Home
that he
Alone
does
will
the
do
Home
that
Alone
too.
bit.
Home Alone will do that.
Well, I'm just trying to think of what happens after
Well,
that.
after that, he's like, I gotta get to the antique store, but
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the mom's like, no, it's your birthday. You can have a birthday party. You gotta stay
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Well, and we see like the exact same group of friends
Just younger.
celebrate. Yeah, but
Which
they're
is actually
younger.
kinda cool. They got like
Which
kids
is
that
neat.
look exactly
similar,
like them,
yeah.
like except younger.
Yeah, yeah, and they kind of have like the same sort of dynamic, which is neat. You know, you got like the one kid that's like always cracking jokes. Yes,
I
guy.
forgot to mention the most important thing about the fact that he's 6 years old right now.
What is that?
Tara is no longer existent.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
Doesn't exist. That's the thing. That's the big thing in the morning when he wakes
already
up.
forgot about her because she's not even like a real antagonist of this story.
Yeah, she kind of sucks.
like, oh, she's annoying. We know that we don't like her, but then they don't even really make her an
Time
antagonist.
itself was the antagonist. Just
Time
like
is
the
in us
true
all
Christopher
along.
Nolan movie.
Man versus time. That's the
theme of this,
conflict.
the conflict of
Conflict
this. Yeah.
of this. So Tara's not existent. All of his same friends that he's had for 6 years are there.
Yeah, like 12 years of the same friends.
Yeah. And he leaves the party. He's like, I have to go to the antique shop. I have to get that damn bird.
I just remembered the weird fucking part that they never explained later.
Oh yeah.
So
This
basically he
dude.
does baby's day off or something, and he's walking through the city, and he's like,
It's a real Lost in New York.
yeah,
situation.
exactly. It's a real Home Alone. Yeah, exactly. Except less Donald Trump. But funny enough, same child predator comes out. And
A child, yes,
yeah,
a
so
child
less
predator
Donald
is
Trump,
in the
but
scene.
equal amounts of child predators. Comes out and he's like, "Hey kid, you got the time?" And that's it.
Which is perfect.
Yeah.
And then he just walks on. He's like, my parents taught me stranger danger. I'm a good
Yeah,
boy.
he just keeps walking.
Does he say anything to this guy?
No,
I don't think so.
He
And
just keeps walking.
Yeah, he just keeps slowly walking
And
at
the
it.
dude follows
And
him.
the dude
Yeah.
and so then the kid gets to the shop, and what is it? What's wrong? Why can't he?
What?
It's closed.
Anthony's on
Oh, yeah.
vacation.
Yeah, so he's on vacation.
Anthony's out in
I thought that-
Malibu.
And
That
then
was
they-
gonna be Anthony was the guy.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
creepy
thought
guy
That's what-
too.
yeah.
In the trench coat, because he keeps on slowly walking up to Michael while he's banging on the door.
And then then it cuts back to the guy still slowly walking, and it cuts to him knocking on the door, and then it cuts to somebody grabbing him, and I guess you're supposed to assume that it's the dude walking
well,
towards
yeah.
him.
that would make sense.
Yeah, and then it's his dad.
his dad.
And his dad's like, "Michael, I'm very angry at you."
I'm just so cross right
He
now.
does not act how a parent should in that
No.
situation.
No.
My parents would be freaking out. They would have called the
They
police.
would
They
have
would
like,
be
oh
more
my god,
happy
are you
that he
okay?
was safe than like, because this is what I'm saying. Like, where they hate him, they're like, "We're really fucking angry at you
Yeah.
right now." He's like, "If you're gonna leave the house, at least don't show up alive." You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious.
If you're gonna leave the house, we better find you in the missing persons section
It's
tomorrow.
literally-
Better be
what
a
it's like.
swollen, rotting corpse face down in the river by tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
just so specific.
You better be a scene straight out of a Bong Joon-ho movie. Fucking just rotting in the gutter.
Yeah.
Is that what happened in...
In Memories of Murder,
Yeah.
yes, someone is in the gutter.
I was actually
Spoilers.
quoting an MC Ride lyric somewhat.
That's the opening of Memories of Murder. So
I
that's
remember
not really
Memories of Murder.
spoilers.
I have some memories
I
of murder,
remember.
too.
I have
some
I have some memories of
I have some
murder.
Memories of Murder.
Anyway,
A couple of them, actually. Yeah.
not to self-incriminate, let's move on with the Goosebumps.
I've already said too much.
So then he goes home again. It's like cuts to night because days
Yeah.
are like 2 hours in this show.
He's trying really hard not to fall asleep.
Yeah. Yes, he has his dad read him Clifford, which
Yes.
Scott made the point of saying they probably paid millions for that. For that.
Clifford
He's a
was a
big
hot
dog.
commodity in the
Yeah.
90s.
What if
They
Arnold
didn't just
Stein
give
actually
those
wrote
rights
Clifford?
away.
Yo, Arlstein Ghost wrote Clifford. He was like, yeah, you can use it in my TV show. That's why there's the Goosebumps Clifford crossover.
Right.
Oh, I remember that.
But
That's not real.
But he's like, Dad, can you read for a little bit longer? And he's like, nope, lights out. And he gets up, and then
He's like, no, don't you remember? I fucking hate you.
Yeah. And then when his mom comes in, and she's like, what's going on? And he's like, he won't go to bed.
This little piece of shit.
And this could happen completely outside of his room with like the door cracked open, and it could be like, oh, we're concerned about our son. But instead
They
do
just
it.
fight right in
they
front
do
of
it
him.
right in front of him. They go, he's too afraid to go to sleep.
This is not a healthy home.
No, it's especially not for Michael.
No, Michael needs to get out of there.
Oh, we should also mention, this is kind of going way back, but when Michael finds out that Tara's gone, his immediate thought is like, she's gone? That means I'm gonna be gone too. And then
Yeah, he has no concern.
And then
for
his
it.
dad goes, good night, Michael. And he goes, no, not good night. Goodbye.
This is where like this 6-year-old actor is so fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Like he's so dark. He's
Yeah.
like, it's not good night. It's goodbye, father.
It's literally
He's so-
we were watching going, what the fuck is happening?
He's like Shakespearean. This kid.
Yeah.
I fucking love him. He's so good.
but
I
so-
wonder if he ever did anything else.
Yeah.
I should look that up. Here, keep talking. I'm gonna look this kid up.
Scott's on IMDb, and so is Cole. But anyway, so what happened? So he goes.
Well, he goes to bed again.
He goes to bed again.
Despite.
Despite his fear, and
Yeah.
he then it cuts to like him kind of waking up all groggy and shit, and there's like a mobile above his bed, and you go, oh shit.
But he doesn't put it together yet. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's-
dinosaurs?
He's like, oh shit, I'm a caveman?
And he's like, I went that far back. He goes, oh, what's that? What's that smell? And then his mom comes in, who's looking even younger, but like just has like a very like fake wig on.
She just
Yes.
has like a different shirt on that's somewhat youthful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, did somebody needs diaper change?
Somebody made a mud pie.
Oh, and
Yeah.
the dad is also reverse balding.
Yeah, we should-
for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like when he's 6, one of the first things he says when his dad comes in is hair.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
yeah.
like, hey Michael, what's your favorite musical?
hair.
Oh, hairspray.
Hey Michael, what was stuck in the shower drain last night?
hair. Yeah. So then his dad, for all plot contrivances, goes up to him and says, would you like to go to the antique shop today?
'Cause
To
he's an-
Anthony's antique shop?
He's
Would
an
you like to
antique
go?
addict.
Yeah.
Would you-
Anthony's antique addict.
Yeah, exactly. And his mom's
That's
like,
a
I don't
tough
think
list.
he would like that. And then baby Michael's all like, yes, I would. And he starts laughing and jumping up and down because he
Yeah.
can't talk.
Right.
He goes-
so he has to express himself in other ways.
Yeah, through action. So he does a whole interpretive dance, which is him hopping up and down on his crib. Did you find if he does anything?
He didn't do anything else significant.
Oh,
really.
wow.
Oh, rest of
That's too bad.
6-year-old Michael's.
Maybe, I bet he was like a stage actor.
That's why you're so good.
That's how
Yes.
you sleep at night. You're like, I think he did things.
I think he.
I saw
like
him
to
on the
think he
Broadway
did things.
performance of Hair.
Heyo.
And it's all full circle. That's how they cast it. He just showed that
Like
to them.
Star
They're like,
Wars.
"Oh,
Yeah.
How did you know about it?
He's like, here's me doing hair. Here's me doing hair 10 years in the future.
Here's me doing hair. Oh, in.
Oh
Whoa.
no.
Wow, we had the same exact
Well,
joke.
you know, you're an actor long enough. and
Especially in New York.
Anyway, they go to the antique
heroin's
store.
not like. It's not a glamorous enough drug to be like an actor drug.
Like a Hollywood
You
drug.
be-
Yeah.
It's
You'd be surprised.
You
Yeah,
can do
I'm
whatever-
sure I would.
No, that's
You
why
can do
it's
whatever
like a
drug
New
you
York
want.
drug.
Okay.
It's like a New York Broadway
makes
actor
sense.
drug.
It's not a Canada drug.
Yeah, exactly.
It's East Coast.
It's easily East Coast. It's easily East Coast. Should we look at what
I
heroin's
know.
used the most? Oh,
You know
we'll
what?
Look it up.
Yeah.
This is what the French Connection is all about.
Fuck you, Ronald Reagan. All right. Anyway, they go to the antique store.
And he's like, I have to assassinate Ronald Reagan.
It's like, we gotta stop you for the war on drugs.
Yeah.
But No, they just go to the antique store and they're like, all right, let's go in the back with Anthony and fornicate or something.
No, they leave him sitting in his stroller,
Yeah,
just
they
like
leave.
unattended. They're like, let's walk over here.
Let's look at some mirrors.
Yeah, this kid's not fucking like strapped in or anything. So he just he lets himself out of the stroller and he sees the clock and he's like, I've got to go twist the head around again, you know?
Because he's been going back in time. He realized.
Right.
When is it that he realizes?
Well, he's like, I
been
twisted
going
the head backwards and now I'm going backwards or
Yeah.
something like that.
There's some
The funny
stupid
thing
lines
is
set
that-
up where they
is
do that.
Opioid drug use is most common in the East Coast.
All right.
Oh,
we're,
shit.
We're past
And
this.
now
I like that we fact check on this show.
Yeah, it's very
yeah.
important that we keep things real.
Can I say I looked up the other day. I looked up the writer of the Haunted
Oh
Mask
shit,
episodes.
really? Yeah.
Oscar nominated screenwriter.
For what?
Who?
His name is like
Jim Jarmusch.
it was Jim
It
Jarmusch
was
the
Aaron
entire time.
Sorkin.
The director of that episode directed tons of other like Star Trek episodes, like tons of shit,
Yeah.
like tons of shit that got nominated for Emmys too. Like,
No, so the writer's name is Jose Rivera, and he's a playwright mainly,
Oh, wait,
but he's
I feel like I
also
know
written
that
for the
name.
screen. He was hired to write the screenplay for the film The Motorcycle Diaries, based on Che Guevara's diary about a motorcycle trip, which he and Alberto Granado had, and how it changed their lives.
cool.
So
And they established communism in Cuba.
exactly, yeah, and it was he was actually the first Puerto Rican to be nominated for the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences for Best Adapted
He
Screenplay.
said thank you to those who helped me write the Haunted Mask, or for help me get the Haunted Mask. out there.
I want to give a shout out to the Haunted Mask team.
It starred Gael
Carly Beth is
Garcia
like
Bernal.
a dancer in Canada.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or something like that.
Oh,
We
shit.
need to do like a where are they now?
Okay.
All right, we're so far off
Anyway,
track right
what-
now,
what- how
but
is
this
he
is
involved in
important.
So they go to the antique. They go to Auntie's antique
yes,
shop. He's
I think
all a
we're
baby.
past that.
Okay.
He's going to twist the
Yeah, he's
bird's
gonna go
neck
undo
back around.
He's a
the
producer
neck
on
snapping,
Seager.
and he
okay.
knocks over a vase, and we go, "Oh shit!" And then the vase lands on pillows.
It just hits pillows.
and we go, "Okay."
That was a bit of a
Wipe-
cop out.
yeah,
screen.
I wiped-
Bruce Willis.
I wiped the sweat off my brow.
And then I like how they don't have like high speed cameras yet, so they have to like artificially like do it in slow motion. So it's very
Yeah.
just like tons of like really shitty laggy frame rates of him trying to labor up these steps to go turn.
There's a lot of slow mo, like after. Oh my god, what am I trying to say? There's a lot of slow mo in this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Stuff that was
Because
like
it plays with time. It plays with
Yeah.
time.
Oh, never mind.
stuff that was like fully shot 24 FPS and then like slowed down.
Right. But so he goes up, he hits a cane or something that falls over and knocks off. And there, on the clock, there's like numbers that go up from like 0, I think, to like whatever the year is. to
Yeah,
the top.
I didn't get that.
But
I've
apparently
never
they
seen
represent.
that on clocks.
Apparently they represent years or something.
Yeah, so
I
he
guess
knocks off 88.
Maybe grandfather clocks have those.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't-
tracking the year too. Once a year it goes.
Yeah, like that's so weird, right?
Maybe?
Like, why would that
I
be a
don't know.
thing? But so then
What happens
a
when you-
cane hits the 88 and the 88 falls off, which I can only take as a reference to Back to the Future.
I hope so.
Scott's like, no.
What's Back to the Future?
Oh, it's just
It's this little indie film.
a little indie film. I don't know if you've heard of it.
It's kind of racist.
Yeah, a little racist, a little misogynistic.
Yeah, guy
Anyway,
fucks his
the
mom.
cane falls, hits off that 88, and then they hear that.
Yeah, they hear that and they start and they literally scream.
Anthony's like, "Oh, get that baby!"
Yes,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Who looks a lot like Bertram from Jesse, I will say.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like the butler from Jesse.
Anthony from Anthony's Antique Shop.
Tony's Teaks.
Tony's Teaks. He's one of the best characters in this episode because he has like 2 lines, and they're let me show you this back here, and get that baby.
They're like,
Which
we're
is so
paying this
good.
guy. We got to give him at least something.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
he screams, "Get that baby!" And so then his parents are running. It's all in slow motion. We're like, is he gonna turn the neck around? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Last minute, he turns the neck
does it.
around.
Woo! Also
dad.
wiped the sweat off my brow
Yep.
at that part.
His dad grabs him. They go home. No.
No,
He
no,
turns
no,
the
no.
neck- He turns
No,
the
no.
neck around, and then he gets shot into the future. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He
He goes
immediately
back,
goes back.
to the future.
That's a weird reference. Why would you make that?
We have to go back.
Anyway, but he goes back to the future, and
He's 12 again.
he's 12 again. And his dad's yelling at him about not touching the cuckoo clock.
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck did I tell you?"
You're
He's like,
12
"This
years
is-
old. You should know better.
Yes, he has to
that's
say
right,
his
that's
age.
right. That's literally what he says. You're in the present. That's today.
You're back in good old 1955.
1955.
Yeah, I mean, it really is same energy.
It's
Yeah.
really the same energy. Yeah.
It's brilliant screenwriting.
I mean, honestly, that was like probably the biggest time travel movie for like the next decade. So they were probably just referencing it as much as they possibly could.
Until Endgame.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But but then basically what happens is he's all like, what does he say? Like, what happens? in that?
He just starts going like, "Oh, I'm so happy. I love you, Dad. I
Yeah.
love you, Mom."
He's like, "Where's Tara?" or something.
Yeah,
and
he
they're
says
like,
something about Tara, and they're like, "Who?"
Yeah,
and he
they're like-
looks over to the family portrait.
and it's Tara's gone.
She's not
Hell
there.
yeah.
You gonna say
Yeah.
something, Scott?
What?
You gonna say something?
I was just gonna say it's kind of like in Back to the Future when his siblings start to disappear from the family photo. That he
Exactly.
has.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so then he goes up to where Tara's room is, and he sees that it's like a home office. He goes, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the? Where's Tara?"
He says that.
Yeah, he goes, "What the fuck?" And then his dad's like, "Michael, I gotta show you something, kid.
Come on down here.
Come
Michael."
on down here, Michael." And he goes down. He's like, "Look, there's something wrong with the clock. It's broken." He's Jimmy Stewart, by the way.
Oh.
And he looks or Don Knotts. That was kind of both. He looks.
I was getting Jimmy Stewart.
He looks at the clock and he's like, "Look at the 88's missing." And Michael goes, "88? That's the year Tara was born."
And the dad goes, "Who's Tara?"
Stop making shit up, Michael. God damn it.
He's like, "You're our least favorite kid, and we only have one."
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
timeline."
And then he goes, what does he do? What is the final thing?
He kind of has that like Norman Bates /
Right.
mother inner monologue at the end of
Yeah.
Psycho, where he's kind of like, I guess I probably could do something to bring Tara back,
But will
but
I?
I don't. But will I? I ought to, but not today.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe
Dun,
one.
dun,
of
I,
these.
I liked how that was said because like, but will I do it? Maybe someday I might do that. Should I? Yeah, but I won't.
It very much has the same energy as I'm not even gonna swat that fly.
Literally.
They'll see and they'll know.
Yeah, it's literally that.
Yeah.
It's a real stinger of an ending.
Yeah, and then that's when Kai went. That's it. There's not a part 2.
Because I spaced out during his inner
That's where
monologue. I
I
thought
was
like
fully on his.
I was like, it ended. Wait, what the fuck? I thought he was gonna save the sister, and then I was like, oh no, he hated her.
Yeah.
That's right. He doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's the Cuckoo Clock of Doom
Mm-hmm.
with the green screen dreams
And Anthony's antique addict.
Tony Teaks.
Tony Teaks.
Tony's teaks.
Tony's Teaks. A lot of alliterations in this episode. What do we think the overarching themes are here? I mean, like, is it like don't be annoying or you'll get
You'll get deleted.
Be careful what you wish for.
maybe, but it's like he
In a
kinda
way.
gets
I
what
don't
he
know.
wishes
He's
for.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he gets fucked. Like it's kind of like
There's
this weird thing.
literally
where,
an episode called "Be Careful What You Wish For,"
No.
so maybe we save that theme.
It's like it's weird because it's like you
There
think
isn't a theme.
the enemy of Michael the entire time is literally time.
Time.
And
Michael
then they
against
set
time.
up that it's actually Tara who is the ultimate downfall of his adventure,
His empire.
His empire. But it's like
I know the theme. It's like don't be a shitty sibling because you're
Basically.
gonna get deleted from history. Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody said that.
Be on the right side of history.
It almost, in a way, kind of is karma with like.
I guess it's karma. Yeah, it's kind of
Maybe.
like it's an episode about karma.
It might be a little bit of a stretch
There's a lot of
No, I think you're right.
because it's not. I mean, if your sister got deleted,
Go on.
Great way to start a sentence.
and you knew,
Hypothetically.
and you had like a pretty good idea how to press that like back arrow button to undo the action you just did.
Control Z it.
Yeah.
My only thing is like,
Like, what was I gonna say?
I don't know, like, but like the thing is, like,
If you knew how to potentially get her back, and you choose not to do it, then it's kind of like, is that karma, or are you just being a dick at that point?
It's weird though because it's like,
Yeah.
what is? Because it's like when he said I could probably fix that. I'm like, you couldn't though. Like you got every time you went back in time, you couldn't control the day you went back, and it
Yes.
always
Yeah.
happened that there was a circumstance that kind of fucked you on your ability to
Right.
go. So like you would just you couldn't. She's gone. Like that's it.
Yeah, you fucked up forever, Michael.
Yeah, unless it like
hope
every
You
you're
gotta
day-
go find that 88.
Unless like every
Maybe,
day it
yeah.
resets to like the 12th birthday, and then it goes to the 6th birthday,
Right.
and then it goes to his first birthday.
I guess we don't know how fucked he is after this.
Yeah, like we don't know. Yeah, like
There are no rules in these.
But
Yeah.
but they anyway. I guess it's about karma because it's kind of like she gets what she was.
She gets what she fucking deserves.
Yeah,
damn it, I was gonna make
there's- We said there would be no Joker references.
Oh, I didn't even mean that as a
it
Joker.
fucking
Yes.
happened.
No.
What do you mean you didn't mean that?
Cut
as a
it.
Joker
Cut it out.
reference?
Everyone
Cut it
thought.
out.
Everyone thought you.
No,
you
it has
did.
to stay in at this point.
Of course it would be me.
Yeah, I don't know. What is? Yeah, so maybe karma.
Don't be a fucking dick.
Maybe something about time.
Really, yeah.
Times.
Don't be nice to your
Time.
siblings.
Time is fleeting.
Time.
Time 0 marches forward
There we
until
go.
it starts marching backwards.
Yeah, there we go.
You can time travel if you
Where's
snap
the
if you
hole?
snap baby birds' necks.
You can go out and snap a bird's neck. Maybe you'll go
Back in time.
Oh shit, let's find out.
We'll be
All right,
right
somebody
back.
hand me a bird.
Oh shit! There's a bird.
Oh, there's
here.
one.
This
Wow.
just becomes like a radio,
Incredible.
like a radio show.
Yeah, it's
from
like
the
a
30s or
drama.
so- Yeah.
Oh wow, another bird entered.
All right.
War of the Worlds.
Starting with Scott. Give us your rating out of 5 Goosebumps.
5 Goosebumps.
Yeah. This wasn't really that scary.
I don't. Yeah, like there wasn't a whole lot to be scared of with it, but at first I thought they were gonna go for like a Groundhog Day thing where he's just
Which would've
reliving
been
the same
cooler.
day
Well,
over and over again.
I don't know. I mean, that's done. You know, that's been
Yeah.
done a lot.
True.
But
So I was alright.
yeah, okay, rating. You know, I'd maybe give it like 2.5.
Okay.
Goosebumps, probably mostly for the kid who plays like 6-year-old Michael.
He gets the 2.5
Yeah,
stars.
my
There-
king.
As unscary or creepy as this episode was, I think it had a lot of, for like back of a letter term, for
Whoa.
I can't speak, for lack of a better term, meme value, I guess. I think there's a lot that we had fun with
Yeah.
this episode.
yeah.
So for that, it gets like a half rating, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2.5 out of 5 Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh, and then what was the biggest goosebump of this episode?
Oh, probably when 6-year-old him is getting tucked into bed, and he's like, "It's not good night, it's goodbye.
That shit's dark.
I'm about to die. I'm gonna be gone," or and all that,
that shit
shit.
was
I was
fucking
like,
nuts.
So
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
dark.
That was
Yeah.
insane.
That would probably be my most goosebumpy moment.
That was a
this
good
episode.
a good goosebump. I'll go next. I also have some thoughts. I don't think I like disagree too much with you, Scott. I mean, I enjoy I enjoy pretty much every episode of Goosebumps just because even when it's bad, it's like entertaining.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say this is like a bad one. I think there are definitely like good moments. Like we were saying, our young king, 6-year-old Michael, he's fantastic. The parents are like weirdly shitty, and that's kind of funny. There's just like a bunch of like kind of goofy stuff. So I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's like a bad one, but it's also, I mean, if we gave The Haunted Mask like a 3 out of 5, this is gonna be like a 2 out of 5 for me.
Right.
I'll go 2 out of 5 Goosebumps. And my biggest goosebump for this one, which I don't think we actually mentioned it, but it's when he's running down the hallway in that dream sequence. His sister's head pops out of the cuckoo clock.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and she's like laughing at him. And I was like, all right,
Tara, you sneaky little rascal.
you sneaky, yeah.
rascal.
Sneaky rascal. Goose,
Rascal.
they sure love their disembodied heads in the
Yes.
Goosebumps series. All right, pass it over to Lukas. Lukas.
Yeah. So, my out of Goosebumps rating, I'm gonna give it a solid 1.
Okay.
1 out of 5 Goosebumps. Not my fave. Not scary. Just kind of fucking weird. It plays with time, which I'm always a sucker for time travel shit, but it's just not good time travel. It's very lame,
very
and
sloppy.
very sloppy. So I give it 1. And my biggest goosebump of all would definitely be the guy that's like kind of tailing them, who's like, "You got the time?"
Yeah.
And it's just like
The time addict.
the time addict, and it's just like, what the fuck is his deal? And it was just like when we all saw that, we were like, what the fuck? We're like, what's
Yeah.
happening right now?
That
But yeah.
dude looks very creepy too.
Yeah.
He's fully decked in a trench coat and like hat. I
I
think
don't-
he had a hat.
no, he didn't
No,
have
he
a
didn't
hat.
have a hat. Never mind.
We just wanted him to.
Yeah, in my mind he does.
Yeah, they never explain what happened with him.
No.
He
Nope.
just
He just
disappears.
disappears, that's
Who
it.
cares?
It's like, was it his dad?
Oh,
That was the devil. That was the clock.
That was the
Cuckoo
devil.
Clock of Cuck.
Yes.
I'd give it a 0.5 out of 5.
Oh damn, we just
lowest
kept
of
getting
all.
lower.
Yeah, because man, wasn't spooked.
Yeah.
Didn't spook me. I think the concept's interesting that like this kid, he's like, yeah, you know what? I erased my sister from history. Good.
Good.
That's,
riddance.
that's where the 0.5 comes from.
If it was like that was his entire goal, was that he knew he was gonna go back in time, and so he went out of his way to erase his sister, that'd be fucking creepy.
That'd be more compelling to me than I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah,
him
that's
just
fair.
accidentally
It being an
doing
accident.
him being like, hey, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
This
That's like-
episode has a pro-life agenda.
Exactly. Anyway, what's your biggest goosebump of all?
I think when he falls on the cake, I'm just like, that's such a waste of a good cake. That really
terrifying.
Just like his
scared me.
mom would
Terrifying.
say.
Yeah. She'd be like, Michael,
Michael, you
come on now. Be more like your sister. Be a perfect angel like your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. It was not our favorite, but it was entertaining.
You know
It did
what?
the job.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
It was a goosebump.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, there aren't really like a whole lot of bad like unwatchable episodes. They're all entertaining, I'd
Yeah.
say. I may eat those words later.
Ooh.
Who's to say?
Nice.
I think the next one up, going in release order, is The Girl Who Cried Monster.
Monster!
Monster.
Monster.
one.
And it basically, that's our recap for it.
Okay, cool.
This is actually 2 for 1. No. We'll be seeing you next week.
On the goose
Bumps Gang. Goose chase?
on the goose bumpy chase.
Later, bumps heads.